Live from downtown Binghamton, home of WYTF, Local 4 News at 6 starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tom Newsman. Tonight's top story, a local wildlife expert is arrested on allegations of running an exotic animal fighting ring. For more on this, we go to Cecil Barnes. Cecil?
Thanks, Tom. I'm standing here just outside of the Binghamton Wildlife Preserve, where just hours earlier, police arrested Ash Ketchum, local wildlife tician, after they received an anonymous tip of animal cruelty. When people think of the Binghamton Wildlife Preserve, they usually think of hope and safety for our animal friends. But what police found inside told a much different story. Instead of a sprawling natural habitat, training gyms, cramped cages, and what appear to be gruesome battlegrounds were discovered all across the property. It's still unclear what the scope of the abuse entails, but I'm told that up to 40 Pikachu carcasses were found in a mass grave just a few hundred feet from where I'm standing now, and even more graves are being investigated. Here's what the chief of police had to say at a press conference earlier today.
And that's why we're going to find out who all is involved in this. And I swear to you, we're going to catch them all. Thank you. Thanks.
I'm Cecil Barnes, Channel 4 News.
Next up, an update on the Luke Skywalker case. Skywalker, of course, accused of using force on a young stormtrooper early last year, may now be facing even more charges. A statement released this morning by an anonymous source alleges that Mr. Skywalker was inappropriate with them on a recent business trip to Tatooine.
I remember he just kept saying, "Touch my lightsaber. Come on, just touch it." And when I said no, he raised his hand in front of my face and he forced me to do it.
A link to the full statement can be found on our website at wytf.com. Let's turn our attention now over to the sports desk. Jim, what have you got for us? Well, Tom, you might want to grab your wand and a broom because Quidditch is back, baby. That's right. Ravenclaw and Gryffindor went head-to-head this weekend with an explosive season opener, but the W went to Gryffindor thanks to foreign exchange student Bubba Wilkinson's unique playing style. It was the rookie's first time on the pitch, but if this match was any indication, I think that we're going to be seeing a lot more of this kid, Tom. Thanks for that, Jim. Coming up after the break, our very own Trisha Kemp sits down with famed serial killer Leatherface to discuss his new book, Sewn Together, A Glimpse Behind the Mask. Stick around, WITF News at 6 will be right back. In this book, you touch on a possible motive for committing these murders. Can you talk more about that? I think that what it really boils down to, Trish, is that I just never really felt very comfortable in my own skin, which is why I felt the need to take everyone else's.